days on land
Oh,
up into Denali and do all that and then fly back home.
ours was scheduled for, this is 4 years old. COVID stopped it, and then
Yeah.
Canada wouldn't let cruise ships in last
Right,
year, so. It was pretty cheap, 4 year ago prices.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you take the bus into Denali, Lenny?
Yes. Yeah, it's part of the package.
A beautiful ride.
Yeah, we had friends that went up there though that they didn't get to go in to Denali. There was something happened and they didn't get to go in. So that was kind of a bummer. Go all the way up there just for that.
5:30.
Recording in progress.
Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
To the
flag
flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. Guess I better turn my video on so they can see my smiling face. All right, so we're on to items from the public. Kate O'Neill,
Oh.
it's you.
Fast.
Yeah.
Well, I just heard that, that's the reason I think pretty much all of us are here. You heard that there were grants, not actually grant, has the information better than.
Congress has allocated evidently something like $150 million in the last budget, the current budget, for wildfire mitigation at the forest urban interface.
Mhm.
And a lot of municipalities are applying for this money. And I live on Courthouse Hill,
Mhm.
and I know people who are in Alta Vista are also aware that these strong east winds, downslope winds in the summer, late summer, particularly in September, are not just in Paradise, California, or the Rogue Valley in Oregon, or the Mackenzie, or the Santiam, or up above Seattle, all of which have major downwind fires. But we have a lot of timber out there in uncleared forests, butting right up against Courthouse Hill and Alta Vista. I just wondered whether the city was aware of this, not only the problem, but the opportunity of funds, and whether there was some plan to mitigate this danger.
I am aware of it. I saw that come across my desk probably, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, maybe, something like that, and read it. The area that you're talking about is mainly county property. There's very little, correct me if I'm wrong, there's very little of that timber up there that's in the city limits. Most of that is county. And I can talk to our emergency management director for the county and find out if they're planning to do anything about that. But, yeah.
Seems to be that there needs to be some coordination between city, county, state,
Right.
because evidently these grants come through the state environmental office.
Mhm.
And, one of these, we had this, I don't know if you're aware, about 2 years ago, there was a tree fire down at the end, up on the end of Courthouse Hill there. And luckily it was taken care of. There wasn't a very strong wind that day.
Mhm.
But we've had some winds in recent years that have been 30 miles an hour in September, dry winds.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that almost every year.
And these seem to be, from what I read, they seem to be increasing. And we've seen, for instance, the situation in Hawaii recently, that was that
Right.
situation.
Right.
And these other situations that in Oregon, Washington, and California that have got the Congress to get its action plan to actually put money out there. So I'm just hoping that we're aware that this town could go in about 20 minutes in one of those winds. If one of, say in ours, there aren't any public utility lines out in these forests. So at least we won't have that problem. But there are a lot of crazy people out there. They're arsonists. A lot of these fires are caused by arson. So if somebody becomes aware of this, this town could be gone in 20 minutes. And I think we're all aware of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spoke, and did you have anything else?
Well, I was just gonna say that, I think it was 3 years ago, I remember, it was like at the beginning of the COVID stuff. And I remember sitting out in Grant's car, we were looking down the end of the street, and it was horrific. The fire, it was so loud, and it was just jumping in the trees at the, I think it's Ferry.
That was a
and
pain,
First.
actually.
Yeah, that was
You know,
really frightening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and so
Absolutely.
close, I mean,
Yeah.
we were like ready to head out of the vehicle, like, who knows?
yeah, okay, thank you, yeah, we'll look into it. All right, moving on to, did anyone else have anything from the public before I move on? But nobody online has anything, okay, I always forget to check my screen. All right, so I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda, the consent agenda, and the minutes from August 14th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any correspondence? Okay, move on to the peace poll language. Hopefully we can make a decision tonight. Were you able to check with Dave Gogger at all?
Yes, and he said Laotian.
Laotian is the more common one.
Yes, and I also wrote to the Chinook tribe Thursday, and I heard back today that she said that she would get it to the council. She would present it to them again.
Oh, to
So,
their council.
yeah, to their council.
Okay, okay.
So I'm hoping that,
Which, yeah, in one of my correspondence.
is it Jen Lagergren?
Is what she had said to me too, and then
Yeah.
I followed up with a couple other
Yeah.
times, so.
So I'll give her a couple days, and then I've got someone to reach out to one of the council members.
All right.
So
Well-
it was presented, we just, to their council?
No, I don't
It
know
didn't-
if
Okay,
it
we
has
don't
been
know.
or
Okay.
not. No, she said she would present it again to them.
They've been asked numerous times in
Many
the
times.
email to present it to the council. It's been several months.
Mhm.
And we just haven't gotten a response at all. So, don't know.
Well, how long are we willing to wait?
Well, that's the question. Yeah, we could go with, two of the Asian languages, English and Spanish. And just avoid the Chinook one because we can't seem to get an answer. If we could do that. Or if someone has another suggestion.
I say
But
we
we've
give,
been quite a while. You
Are
wanna
these
wait
just-
till the next council meeting?
I say we give Jan a shot, sounds like she's got connection, so.
Okay.
Or is these just a placard that could basically go on it?
No,
No,
it's
no.
engraved
It's
right
done,
into
it's
the
done.
pole. Yeah, when it's in there, it's in there. So there's, it wouldn't be easy to
Right,
change
Yeah.
that's what I was curious.
once you did.
got the
it.
same saying, just in different language.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this has heard about this, basically, what is the peace poll?
Okay, I'll answer you, but technically you're
Sorry,
not supposed to
sorry.
answer. There is an opportunity later,
Okay.
for, public comments, item 9 for action items that we had tonight. It's okay, it's okay. But I will explain. The peace poll says, may peace prevail on earth. And it's about a 4-foot pole and each side has a different language saying the same thing. And it's planned over at, Robert Bush Park. It's been
No,
Pioneer
Mary
Park,
Rogers,
excuse me, Mary Rogers Pioneer Park. Just across the street. We voted some months ago. Yeah, to put that in, and now we're just trying to determine what languages to go on it. So, yeah, but that's what that's all about. So, yeah.
It'd be really nice to get the.
Let's wait till later, okay?
Yeah, we'll
Let's
do
wait
that.
till item 9 under public comments for current agenda items, and then you can talk about it again, okay? All right, thanks. Okay, anything else from the council on this?
No.
I would just agree with Darren. I think we give at least Jen one attempt here to see.
Okay,
But then if it doesn't happen by next council meeting, I just. think
Yeah,
we need to
no,
move on.
I'll get the second,
Yeah.
language from
I-
Dave then.
okay,
Like you, I think
One.
they've had plenty of opportunity. They just haven't
Yeah, I don't.
reached
I'm
out.
not
So I don't
sure
know what's going on, but
And it's
anyway.
my understanding that Tony has done this several times for other peace polls.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, they have used it.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we go take a picture of
That's
one
my
and
understanding.
send it to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wonder where they
I don't-
are.
I don't know, I didn't,
Yeah,
I
okay.
called Zoe with information on Tony, she said, yeah, I already have that, so.
Well,
Okay.
I was told
Yeah.
that to this,
You
to
have to
officially
go to
reach out to
council.
him in those ways, and so that's, I wanted to respect that, and that's
Yeah,
what-
of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah, I think he's
So-
the chairman
He
of the
is.
tribe, so.
but I don't know where any other people might be.
I don't either. I've never
Yeah.
actually even heard of one or seen one before you guys have mentioned it, so.
Come on to my house,
Oh, okay. You have one.
I have.
Perfect.
All right, so let's move on to department head reports. Chief Siegel.
I have a couple things. First off, I wanna, tonight, I wanna thank, Chief Matlock from Raymond PD. On Friday night, one of our officers got married and we were all able to attend the whole police department. It was awesome. Raymond PD picked up the night shift for us so that we could go, so,
Nice,
and they didn't charge us. So
Oh,
that was pretty nice.
especially nice.
Yeah, so thank you to Chief Matlock and Raymond PD. We are gearing up for Labor Day. We're getting ready, trying to gather officers from other agencies to help out on Sunday. And then the guys are getting ready for their long hours throughout the whole weekend. Some months back, I think it was in May, we had an incident, a particular person threatened all 3 officers, including myself, in the police department. He was arrested and charged. Just want to let you guys know, he has since taken a plea deal from the prosecutor's office, and he may have got sent off today. He's gonna be going to prison for 45 months, and then he'll get out and do 45 months of DOC custody. So it wasn't only the threats charge that he had on him, he had some drug delivery charges as
Yeah.
well that kind of added to that, but he is being sent away for at least 45 months. So that's kind of good news. And then the last thing, we did get official notification that we received our USDA grant for our patrol cars. So
Cool.
we are in the process of ordering equipment for those.
Cool.
That's all I have.
That's cool.
Okay. Supervisor Houck has been excused tonight, but he did leave a report. In regards to the Broadway, Transportation Improvement Board project. They should be wrapping up the project this week. Hydro seeding and shoulder work is underway, and then they'll clean it up. Overall, it's been a good project, and the city was able to work well with the contractors. First time we've used this particular contractor. Dennis is gonna be meeting with Brian and Eric from Gray and Osborne Engineers on Thursday of this week. They'll be walking the project and going through the punch list. With the help of Frank Baublitz, who's the inspector. I'm not sure if I said his name quite right.
Yeah, I just
Um,
only know him as
Anyway, they
Frank.
were able to keep the punch list to a minimum by correcting items as the project went along rather than waiting till the end, so that's nice. So it sounds like maybe by the end of the week, that's gonna pretty much be done. The Madison Street Safe Route to School, project, which is that ADA sidewalk. They're finalizing paperwork and hopefully it's gonna go out to bid pretty soon. We'd like to go to construction as soon as possible. And since they're not replacing the road service, surface, they should be able to work through some of the rainy season to put sidewalks in. It's not as crucial to do it in the dry months as some of the other stuff. Pioneer Park is coming along good. It's a little bit slow. It's been a bigger project than they anticipated, putting that boardwalk in over there. It's taken a little longer than they had hoped, but they'll have it wrapped up here pretty soon. Cheney Park playground equipment is in, the border's finally done, and kids have been enjoying it. And then the Public Works crew is gonna be cleaning town and getting ready for Labor Day this week as well. So that is Dennis's report. Clerk Treasurer Sol.
Just to let everybody know, you've gotten the emails and stuff. We're in the middle of our single and financial audit. So we had the entrance meeting today, so, but they've already been working on it for a few weeks, so hopefully to be wrapped up by the end of September. So that's going on. And then just to remind everybody that we have all the Labor Day stuff this weekend, the parade on Sunday, kids stuff and events Saturday, so it should be a fun weekend. So that's all for me.
Okay. And I don't have much either, other than, Labor Day is coming, and I just wanted to, I know Labor Day is technically a chamber project, it's not a city project. But I am the co-chair of the Labor Day committee as well. And I just wanted to publicly thank the sponsors. Our businesses in the area are really great, and some of the organizations to sponsor events like this. And that's the reason we can offer so many fun, family-free events over Labor Day. 90% of everything we do is free to whoever wants to participate, and that's nice.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be sure and thank them. So, okay, now, public comments regarding our current agenda item, the peace poll. Yes, ma'am.
I have two questions.
Could we get a name, please, for the
Leslie
record?
Jackson.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, two things, the Peace Poll and the Chinook tribe, have you given them a timeline?
Yes.
As to when they're not responding?
Right. We're already past it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so we're giving some grace.
okay. And then as far as the patrol cars, are you getting more?
We're replacing two.
And what do you do with the old ones?
We'll surplus them.
And what does that mean?
They will go out to the public to bid on them.
Yeah, how many patrol cars are there?
We have 6 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only asked because I live right on the corner there and I see so many cars going up and down in such a small town, and I'm just curious as to why so many are needed. And with Raymond right next door as well, so.
Come down and talk to me. My
Okay.
office is always open. I'd
All
love to
right,
have a
I will.
conversation with you.
Okay.
All right, anyone else from the public have a comment tonight? All right. Let's move on to council comments. Councilor Kuiken.
I'm excited for Labor Day. It's always a fun event to see everybody get together. I think, the actions that we went with last year really brought the community together, so interested to see how the response is this year and see if it has just as great of attendance.
Councilor Mann.
Nothing other than I will be gone first meeting in September and possibly the second, so
Right.
I told you guys ahead of time.
Yep,
so.
you did, you're excused. Councilor Corcoran.
Looking forward to Labor Day. Don and I will be in the fire truck with about 10,000 pieces of candy and beads and everything for the kids. And I'm wondering if anybody has contacted the owner of the property at Harrison and 101 that's about that high, at least, dry weeds and stuff.
We have
I
not
mean,
yet.
it's just a tinderbox.
I'll put it on our list.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay,
That reminded me.
Councilor Davis.
That reminded me, there's a log truck parking on the sidewalk. On 101 now. Where Lush's apartment building is. The little house right next door.
Yeah.
He's like right on the sidewalk. You have to go out in the street to get around him. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like very good for kids and stuff.
I'll look at it.
And that's it. I'm not gonna be back in town on the 11th, but I'll try to zoom in.
Okay.
I don't know where I'll be.
Okay. Councilor Williams.
Nothing, looking forward to Labor Day again, and, I like what Lucas said to the public. Any of these people that you need to ask questions to, you can come in their office. Their doors are always open, so.
Yep.
Nothing else. That's it.
Okay, all right. Do we have any future agenda topics from the council?
You'll be happy to know that I have none.
What's up, Bruce?
You're funny.
It's an inside joke. Inside joke.
Thanks everyone for coming. The meeting is adjourned.
Inside joke. Or inside.
I'll leave this for you two.
Recording stop.